Hey everybody, I'm Pastor Bill from Open Door Baptist Church in Morehead City, and thanks for coming back for another word of encouragement. These are weekday videos that we put out to help us, our church, particularly as we are walking through the E100 Bible reading plan, actually for the second time this year. And at this point in our progress, we've gotten to the story of Joseph. Joseph, in this moment in his life, he has been sold into slavery by his own brothers, and he has been taken off to Egypt, where he has become a servant, a slave in Potiphar's house. And today, as we are in Genesis chapter 39, I would like actually just to highlight some of the stepping stones of a common theme throughout this chapter and really throughout all of Joseph's life. This is a pivotal moment in Scripture where we see a truth from that is kind of highlighted or unpacked for all of Scripture. And here it is. Genesis chapter 39, we read, "Now Joseph had been taken to Egypt. An Egyptian named Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh and the captain of the guard, bought him from the Ishmaelites who had brought him there." Verse 2, "The Lord was with Joseph, and he became a successful man, serving in the household of his Egyptian master." Verse 3, "When his master saw that the Lord, that is Yahweh, was with him, and that the Lord made everything he did successful, Joseph found favor in his master's sight and became his personal attendant." But at the beginning of verse 7, we see this different type of with. Now Joseph was well built and handsome, and after some time, his master's wife looked at him longingly, and she said, "Lie with me." But he refused. As a matter of fact, Joseph understands the situation correctly. He talks about how Potiphar has given him and favored him so many things, but then he says this, "So how could I do such a great evil and sin against God?" Joseph understands that this sin would be against God. And so, verse 10, although she spoke to Joseph day after day, he refused to lie with her. There's a distinction here. Verse 12, she grabs him by his garment and says, "Lie with me." But leaving his garment, he escapes. And now we find, moving on a bit, we find Joseph in prison. And so, of course, since his life is in the pit, as they will call it, we understand that God is not with Joseph anymore. How could God be with Joseph and Joseph be in prison? No, that's not what we find. Verse 21, "But the Lord was with Joseph and extended kindness to him, and he granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden." And finally, the very last phrase, the very last sentence of the entire chapter, we find that the warden did not bother with anything under Joseph's authority because the Lord Yahweh was with him, and the Lord made everything that he did successful. He's in prison, and he's successful. That's how the Bible defines success. The biblical definition of success is understanding that the Lord is with you, and you will refuse to be with anyone else in that same intimate way. Well, I hope that you feel the presence of the Lord today. I hope that you know that the Lord is with you in a very special and dear way. Go to him in prayer right now and just open your eyes to his presence and care in your life. Well, I hope that this is an encouragement to you and that you'll tune in Monday for another word of encouragement.